In a fractal holographic universe, all directions and all scales, a multidimensional prison is formed. Calcified rigid solidity, ego locks into evil, vertical and horizontal grid, micro and macro systems of slavery and bondage, above and below dependency, a hierarchical chain of feeding and being food, levels of oppression and degradation, desire for escape, suffering, left and right imbalance, lateral control, relationships of inequality. We enslave and dominate each other through manipulation and power. Culture victimizes self, self victimizes other, human victimizes animal, left brain victimizes right, mind victimizes heart, heart bleeds out like dying animal. Prior and posterior hamster wheel circle, dualistic trap of thesis and antithesis. Predictable responses feed into the controller's plans. Cause of fear, effective evil, beginning mind control, end immorality, acts of harm. The collective system of slavery, composed of individual self-enslaving units, death of imagination, soul, will, enslaving ourselves, eyes wide shut, ignorance, denial, dissociation, rejection of truth and morality, based on fear, no courage, no care, void and dark inside, all exterior, no interior. Lost in total confusion, self-betrayal, self is worst enemy, the reptilian mirror, corrupt system dependent on feasting off the suffering of others, feeding off false power, exploitation, objectification agenda, greed, lust, selfishness, gluttony, death. But we can always turn this around. We can rise above our lower nature to turn a prison of darkness into a multi-dimensional prism of life, to house the light, remove the chains if we desire and move towards truth and reality, beyond the materialistic illusion, ego-contracted self, lower desires, cultural self-lies. We must awaken to something we have never been taught, never been shown, never been truly given, and that is love. We must cultivate love from scratch, then filling it with a love that knows no limits, making the void conscious, a love that does not come from here, infinite, eternal, yet infinitely growing, as love is the complete antithesis to the system. Love transcends the false design. We must awaken the heart and develop true care. Care is the driving force behind all things, with time and attention to nurture our interiors so that we can let go and watch die our illusions, delusions, projections, false selves, and false worlds. They hold no purpose in love. Love leads to knowledge, from knowledge to freedom. This shatters the prison of lies. We must endure legitimate suffering as long as it takes. Eternity is worth a speck of time needed for alchemical transformation. We are worth it and deserve it. Transmute our base material interiors into gold and transmute fear into love. Love ourselves more than ever, beyond forever, always and always. Then we shall have the courage to face everything in the cosmic mirror, the horror, the violence, the destruction, to know what evil is, the knowledge of natural law, to heal the consciousness split with morality, rightness, and reason, to end evil, to say no, to say I am wrong, to say this is wrong. Harm on culture, self, other, human, animal, harm must stop. We must negate and destroy the dark hierarchy of domination with the knowledge of natural law and real hierarchy between the lower and higher self through vertical evolution. We can integrate the left and right to become whole so that morality is not divided out by logic and logic not subordinate to misconception, to see with spiritual vision, to be complete and unified. The dialectic becomes the synthesis of self in alignment to natural law. Instead of stimulus response, information, processing, knowing what to do. And at this point, torturing, raping, killing, and eating animals does not fit. It is antithesis to who we are. Our frequency raises to the harmonious vibrations of time and number, a galactic symphony of radiant splendor in which all aspects of true being sparkle. The sides of a divine crystal of all transcendental concepts of the good, an infinite-sided platonic solid of light to reflect in all angles from all angels, all dimensions, symmetrical, holographic, cosmic beauty.